The Price of Forever. Episode 2, The Offer. Darcy couldn't sleep. The apartment was quiet except for the hum of the old ceiling fan. Beside him, Emily slept with one arm draped across his chest, trusting and peaceful. He stared into the darkness, unable to stop thinking about Yvonne and the offer she had placed in front of him. "Something on your mind?" Emily murmured, half awake. "Just work," he replied. The lie came too easily. The next morning, after dropping David at school and kissing Luna goodbye, Darcy made his way to the city center. The glass tower that housed Yvonne's company seemed to scrape the clouds. Years ago, he had walked past buildings like this and dreamed of one day belonging inside them. Now he did. Yvonne greeted him with a confident smile and led him into her spacious office overlooking the skyline. Everything about the room screamed success. "I knew you'd come," she said. She slid a folder across the desk. Darcy opened it and nearly stopped breathing. The salary was more than double what he currently earned. There was a company car, profit sharing, health insurance, and a housing allowance large enough to move his family into a better neighborhood. "This is real?" he asked. Every word. For a moment, he imagined Emily no longer worrying about rent, David getting the football boots he wanted, Luna having her own room. The future suddenly seemed possible. As he reviewed the documents, Yvonne leaned closer. "You always deserved more than life gave you," she said softly. When she handed him a pen, her fingers lingered on his hand. For old time's sake, Darcy immediately pulled away. "Yvonne, I'm married." A small smile touched her lips. "I know. Happily married, right?" "Yes." She laughed lightly. "I'm not asking you to leave her. Just take the job. Let's work together again. The rest can figure itself out later." The comment unsettled him. After a few more minutes, he excused himself and left with the contract tucked under his arm. That evening, Emily noticed the folder immediately. "What happened?" Darcy hesitated before telling her most of the truth. He explained that an old university friend had offered him a major opportunity. He talked about the salary and benefits, but conveniently left out the personal history. Emily's eyes filled with tears. "Finally," she whispered, "God has remembered us." She threw her arms around him. "You have to take it, Darcy. Think about the children." Her excitement only deepened his guilt. Later that night, Luna refused to sleep in her own bed. The little girl climbed onto his lap and wrapped her arms around his neck. "Daddy, don't go anywhere," she mumbled sleepily. He kissed her forehead. "I'm not going anywhere." Eventually, she fell asleep on his chest. Her tiny weight felt heavier than any burden he had ever carried. From a hallway, David had overheard part of the earlier conversation. "Dad," he asked hopefully, "if you get this job, does that mean we'll be rich? Can I finally get those new football boots?" Darcy forced a smile. "We'll see, buddy." But inside, anxiety tightened around his heart. As the family slept, his phone vibrated. A message from Yvonne. Then another. At first, they seemed harmless. "Hope you got home safely. You always worked harder than everyone else." A few minutes later, a photo appeared on his screen. It was taken during their university days. They were standing together, laughing under the campus fountain, young and carefree. Below was a caption. "Remember when life was simpler and hotter?" Darcy stared at the message. Across the room, Emily slept peacefully beside their children. On the screen, 3 dots appeared. Yvonne was typing again.